I believe that it is part of every, man's dream at some point in his life. You've thought about it, don't lie to me. To go into battle with like a lightsaber or like a halberd or a sword and just go to town on numerous enemies and somehow miraculously win. Will that ever happen? No. But have you thought about it? Look at me. Yeah, you have. Don't lie. And there's a game that I've been playing that allows you to live that out. It's called Halls of Torment. And it's pretty fun. It's a pretty goddamn good game, which is what we're talking about today. Now, as I'm sure you can tell, this looks very similar to Vampire Survivors, and well, it kind of is in a lot of ways. It's a horde shooter. You can upgrade your characters after you die with gold currency that you earn from how long you survive and how many monsters you kill. And there's a lot of other games that have spawned from Vampire Survivors, and I'm sure that there were games before Vampire Survivors that were similar, but that was the first one that I played and I was introduced to. So I wanted to kind of compare it to that as a means of just seeing what it's similar and not similar to in that aspect. Now, I will say there are a lot of other games like this now, like 20 Minutes Till Dawn and Goobies. I haven't played Goobies. I'm not that much of a goober, I guess, but I've heard it's pretty good actually, so I might check that one out too. So let's start the video. Now, typically whenever a game like Vampire Survivors is made, where it's kind of a niche genre and it blows up, there's obviously going to be games that are inspired by that, and they're made to be kind of similar. And usually, whenever a genre blows up like this, the games that are made about it end up like the Insomniac Spider-Man's face, where it just doesn't work. Why do you keep doing this? Stop. Leave his face alone. It was fine, and then you... God damn... I'm proud to admit that most of the games that are made in this genre are made with genuine care and effort, and it shows that. And Halls of Torment is one of those. It's similar in the aspect that you can unlock classes and characters the more that you play and the more levels that you beat. Right now, there's only consists of 3 levels, and the characters that you can unlock are the Swordsman, the Archer, the Exterminator, the Cleric, the Shield Maiden, the Sorceress, and the Warlock. And all of them have their own attacks, and they're very engaging and fun to play. And that aspect is pretty similar to Vampire Survivors, actually. But after this, there are some major differences that I think improves upon and makes it a lot more engaging. For one, there are NPCs that you can free and bring back to your camp. Now, your camp is sort of this hub area where you can select what character you want to play, upgrade your character, buy stuff from other NPCs, and then you can go back into these halls and fight for more gold. I actually really like this camp idea, and it adds a lot to the game. Now, in each of the levels after the first one, so 2 of them to be precise, there are an NPC that you can free. The first one being a shopkeeper of sorts that you can buy armor from. Now, armor is a core part of this game, and that is not in Vampire Survivors whatsoever, and that's one of the main things that sets this game apart. And it's done incredibly well, and it gives you a purpose and an objective to do in each run of this game. And that adds so much. Because now, not only does the art style of this game make me want to hit up, also, you retrieve armor while you're in the dungeons, which is, that's very smart to do. So what happens is whenever you kill a boss, they'll drop a chest, and you get to pick what armor you want from that chest. Now, once you free the shopkeeper, he tells you that he watches over a well. Now, this well that you see is how you bring up your gear back to the main world, to your camp. You get the armor from the boss, you bring it back to the well in each of the levels, and deposit it for it to come back up through the well, and then you can then buy it from the shopkeeper. Now, once you buy it once, you have it forever, so it gives you a sense of completion whenever you get another set of armor, another piece, because now you own that forever, and you can build it on your characters because they have special stats for each one. And then I also want to touch on the bosses, because I feel like the majority of the bosses from Vampire Survivors are just like bigger health bar enemy that if I touch you, it hurts more. However, in Halls of Torment, each of the bosses actually have their own attacks and are unique from one another. And each level has its own boss that you fight. And they all have their own unique attacks, a super unique look, and they match the level that they're in. Which, that adds a lot to than just bigger health bar equals boss. And they're all incredibly fun to fight and have their own interesting mechanics. Now, this being a roguelike, you die a lot, and it's kind of addicting. But each level that you unlock is way harder than the last, so it encourages you to play that level over and over again until you get the gold required to upgrade your character and efficiently play the second one or the third level. You can just force it and play the second or third level. It's not that fun. I tried it. Don't do it. But once you play the first level and you get the gold that you want, or the second level and get the gold that you want to advance to the next one, you can then use that gold to upgrade your character. Now, you can upgrade your characters in a multitude of ways. This can be either movement speed, health, pickup range, even gold gain to help try and blow up your characters faster. And this is part of the core gameplay loop of any game of this type, and it works amazingly well here too, just as it does in most of the other games of this genre. For example, the Shield Maiden, one of the characters in the game, her attack scales with her block strength. So whenever you add the idea of armor into this game and the idea of charms and stuff like that you can wear and upgrade your character, you can put on armor that already gives you an increase in block strength, and then whenever you level up during the dungeon, you can also choose to upgrade your block strength again. And this is a specific build for this specific character that only works because the armor system's in the game. And it rewards you for getting armor in the dungeon and sticking to a build that you want to do and figuring it out. And that is very rewarding. And that never happened in Vampire Survivors. Now, I am not saying Vampire Survivors is a bad game. Don't you dare say that about me. I never said that once in my life ever. I'm just saying some of the aspects of this game are incredibly unique, and I appreciate them. And this goes for a lot of the other characters too. For example, the Archer, if you upgrade her attack speed, she becomes a demon because her damage is already pretty decent. She's just a little bit slow because she has to load the arrow. But there's builds that you can do for each specific character that feel rewarding to know about and learn. And just go play it. Just go play it, and you'll get what I'm talking about. But I think that's all I really wanted to show you guys about this game today. And if you enjoyed, please subscribe. And please show this video around and comment on it and all that YouTuber stuff. So, thank you very much for watching. Always show kindness to each other and love one another. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. And also, the comments on the last video made my day. So, thank you. That was cute.